Jeff. Go live.
Forged in the lockdown! Hello and welcome to Critical Questions, the Unfathomable quiz. It's a fucking miracle everyone is actually here. I've trolled the internet. You don't start singing.
I didn't give you permission to sit on top of me.
What?
Yeah, but you like it that way.
I've trawled the internet for some insane people, and the best, worst, and most interesting, ridiculous, dumb questions I can find. And with any luck, my guests will be able to answer all of them. Hello. Where the hell have you two lot been for a week and a half?
What?
Where have you all been for a week and a half?
Well, I've been busy freezing to death in the tundra. On the tundra.
Vigorously masturbating because my hands are so cold I couldn't feel it was me doing it.
There's no comeback to that.
There is no answer to that, is there?
Is that what's called? Is that what's called giving yourself a numpty?
Right. Today we've got with us. Manda.
I take back what I said earlier about you all being fucking grown-ass adults.
We've got with us Jeff.
Ahoy.
We've got with us Jenny.
Good morning. Afternoon. Good afternoon.
We've got Sandy.
Yeah, I'm here.
We've got Badger.
Now available on Gab, where I'm posting all my atheist stuff over their nice Christian page.
Oh, dear God.
So you've finally given up on MySpace?
No. MySpace and Gab are going to be the social media revolution.
Right. That's great.
Right.
Right.
I heard Friendster's supposed to be quite good as well.
Only if you drink chook.
I was trying to see if Napster was still going.
It is.
Oh my
Napster's
God.
still going.
I fucking used so much Napster. Oh.
I think we need to get Morpheus back as the site we need back.
What's Morpheus?
No.
You don't remember Morpheus? Oh,
No.
that was fucking brilliant. That was
We are so fucking old, you guys.
I don't know
We are
Morpheus.
so fucking old.
Dave does not remember Morpheus. Wow.
But that might be that I don't remember it, rather than it didn't. I could have been on it every day and not remember it.
Yeah, that's very true. A bit. It kind of like Napster, but it was sharing a lot of films and shit as well. So got
Kazaa was what was good. Kazaa.
That wasn't legal. I wouldn't do that.
Would you not?
No, I didn't.
It was sketchy. The legality of it was sketchy, should we say? They hadn't quite come to terms with it yet. Right. The first question is slightly awkward.
You've got one of those little thingies that pops up a little hand
What?
for likes.
I'm going to kick you. Right. Okay.
Oh my
The
God,
first
it's gonna be
question.
such a fucking long day.
The first question is a continuation of the last question.
What?
Right.
What?
Well, see, something happened. There was a massive earthquake here, and loads of my computer room fell apart, and we lost our internet connection.
Did the Toblerone knock you off the ball again?
No, I in no way didn't. No, in no way ran out of bandwidth. Right. So, this is why people are in specific places and in specific ways. So I should read the first question. Microraptor, I missed a freaking cliffhanger.
We've got a little arrow as well.
Shush! Question 1456. If a country hit the US with a nuclear bomb, would you favour unleashing our nuclear arsenal upon them?
already answered this.
We had this question already.
We've had this question already. We've answered
Well,
it.
that's the fucking point. You guys listen.
We've answered it.
Like,
It sounds like a.
how am I? Oh my god.
Yeah, Jenny and I were here. We answered it. Can I turn
Come
my
on.
camera on? Can I put my camera on now, Dave?
Yes.
Thank you.
I feel like I just know Dave speak better or something.
It sounds like a
anyway.
US problem to me.
I would go for total nuclear war.
Ladger, you have to assume in
You
this
would?
question that you are in
Sure.
the US.
I'm not in the US.
Oh, I'm in Minnesota,
You are.
and I think it's time that we just end this game.
Sarcastic Barman says, nuke them all, everyone, especially the French.
Well, the French,
Well,
the French
that's-
did it. Well, fuck the French.
That's why we got. That's why Britain has a nuclear arsenal to protect us from the French.
Start with Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago.
Can
It's not in the US.
Can I do this to your question?
Sure.
Okay, that's my answer.
So you wouldn't nuke them, you would nuke nobody.
Oh, come on, Dave. I've lived under nuclear threat my entire life. If they nuke us, it's going to be automatic and it's going to be absolute. You know it.
Well, no, it would be a nuclear bomb. Just one.
You got this from the movies Failsafe, didn't you?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay.
Dave is so skilled that he plagiarizes stuff he hasn't even seen.
Yeah.
Dave, do me a stop. Just stop.
Stop.
Stop trying to annihilate the world.
Stop trying to. Wild Eden said, I'm in the UK, so I wouldn't favour unleashing nukes. Duhan says, better solution, bring the troops home and stay the fuck out of everyone's business. God says, do you mean another nuclear on the USA? Yeah, let's all join in. No, not should we nuke the US. Right, we're assuming in this question you are a US citizen in the US.
You know, I've seen a few things about the competence of the people looking after the US's nuclear weapons. I think it's more likely that they nuke themselves.
I think you must be right.
I think I would disagree with that. I think you might be taking one story and overemphasizing it and creating a bunch of bullshit. The people who are doing that kind of maintenance and things are some of the most advanced technicians we have. They're doing a fine job. Maybe once in a while there's a fuck up. Yeah,
once in a while.
Once in a while.
Okay, just out of interest. All right, I've just got this question. How many countries have the USA dropped live nuclear bombs on?
2.
Which 2?
Japan and the Bikini Atoll.
And what about the US?
United States, technically, as well.
You dropped live nuclear bombs repeatedly.
My father's job during the Vietnam War, he was in the Navy, so they would actually go out in the Pacific Ocean and test nuclear bombs in the sea. That was his thing. So,
I mean, the Americans, you guys, I mean, you've lost 6 nuclear bombs. Actually, lost and never found them. Considering how many nukes you got, isn't that, you could argue statistically isn't that bad, but then on the other hand, like rational people would argue losing 1 is too many.
I would like you to produce evidence.
Yeah.
I would like you to produce evidence of this.
Can
I know that they have been lost, but I also know that they've been recovered.
Some have.
No, some have.
Got them under my sofa yet.
Well, then show me the literature.
Right, okay. This isn't relevant. This isn't
6
relevant.
broken arrows.
Well, it's your question. It's your fault.
My question is whether or not that we should nuke. Say, for example...
Which I keep trying to answer, but nobody will let me.
No.
So.
The question is, right, say, for example, let's pick a country like...
Amanda, we know you're going to unleash the fucking Death Star, let alone nukes. We know already.
Really? The climate scientist is going to advocate for the end of civilization because that's what will happen.
Not necessarily. Not if you wipe them off the earth.
Listen, okay?
Amanda, what's your answer? Actually, let me talk for 20 minutes.
I want to know what Amanda has to say.
Amanda!
I'm joking.
What would you do?
Why the fuck are you up my ass today, Badger?
I haven't seen you for a while. I was sad.
So you're just evil to me. I missed you so much, and I was so excited when I saw you were going to be on the show, and you've just been... Anyway, my fucking answer that I will not take 20 minutes to answer, which, by the way, these two who have already fucking answered have already taken up 20 minutes answering again. Fuck you in both your faces. Okay.
What's your fucking answer?
I said no, because it would end up one on top of the other until there was nothing left. I mean, there was this saying that I remember my brother telling me when I was little, that the second punch starts the fight.
Yes.
So that is what it would just, you would.
So you would just let a country nuke the US and do nothing.
It's not letting them do it. It's just choosing to end the situation there.
But they have nuked you. They have set off a nuclear bomb in the center of New York. There are several million Americans dead.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Surely that justifies a 20-year war across the other side of the world.
Dave, like, I mean, yeah, okay, so I'm kind of a vindictive bitch sometimes, yes, like, personally, but, like, we're talking about, I'm telling you that there is no situation in which unless we are able to completely obliterate whoever hit us and every single one of their fucking allies at the same time, we will get hit back, and it will just keep going back and forth until there is literally fucking nothing left.
Yes.
So, no. My answer is fucking no.
Ooh. Badger.
Hello.
Do you have an answer?
Yeah, but I forgot it. So let me just ramble incoherently until it comes back.
Aha.
Wait, I have an addendum. Also, the
yes, save me.
The damage it would do to the fucking all the different ecosystems, to the fucking climate itself, would be really.
But what about kickstarting a new round of evolution?
No.
Why, by making cows with 5 legs?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Badger, did you compose yourself yet?
Yes, but I forgot my original answer, so I'm going to go with, yeah, fuck it, I would like to live in the Fallout universe.
You'd like to live in the Fallout universe.
Why are my...
Well, I think of it this way, if you're at ground zero and, and the nuke goes off right above your head, how bad can it be?
All right, let me add a caveat. I'm in support of complete nuclear annihilation as long as it's magic nukes that make ants big rather than give people cancer.
I thought
there are 2 comments I've got to go from the chat. Ox says, like man cares about the environment, and Uhan says the environment isn't exactly a priority in a potential nuclear winter. And also says, no, not the Fallout universe, anything but the microtransactions.
Can I say, if you're gonna shoot a nuke at America, hit my house first. Thank you.
It'll bounce off your house because of the dome.
Yeah.
No, it'll take me and all the rich jerk-offs around me with me.
Sandy, does Disney have any particular operation in your area? Because if Badger's in charge of pushing the button, I think I know which targets are going.
No, but I could start a rumor that Trump's building a house here. Do you think that'll work?
Badger, what do you think?
I don't think Trump would. What the fuck am I talking about?
He wouldn't like the cold. That's what you're thinking.
I don't think he'd like the cold, and I don't think he'd be a fan of any kind of house construction that isn't a big concrete tower.
Well, we've got one of those up on top of Sugar, and they're talking about building a great big Marriott down at the intersection.
He doesn't care as long as he can gold plate it.
All right. But I'm still going to start the rumor. If you're going to start a nuclear war, bomb me first. Trump lives next door. Okay.
Okay.
Well, with any luck, Trump will be residing in a big concrete block at some point in the not too distant future, if we're lucky.
Probably one that he put money into, or he made the government put money into in his tenure as president, because loves that prison industrial complex, make them bitches money.
He shouldn't be allowed to go to a privately operated one. They could break too many rules out.
Biden is.
Why is it we're discussing an absolute nuclear holocaust, and you're talking about putting Trump in jail?
They'd only need to shave some of his head.
Everything comes back to that right now. Dude, it's the fucking second day of impeachment, Dave.
It's not going to pass. The Republicans
talk about.
The Republicans are not going to let it go.
I know.
No, they're not going to.
I know.
I mean, you pretty much screwed your country. It basically says there is no rule of law.
No, I fucking know. I know, but it's still a thing. It's still a thing. Okay? So,
next.
I think if they cancel this thing in the Senate, that Biden should do something just completely outrageous, which benefits the people, but will get him impeached, or the Republicans wanting him to be impeached in the House, and the House says, fuck off. Screw you. We're in charge.
You should just give everyone money. You should just unilaterally decide that student loans are not a thing anymore.
Oh God, yes. No, he wouldn't. Never mind. Yeah, that would be great. I fucking miss Bernie.
Right.
I can get my Bernie chair pictures if you want.
Too bad, Dave. Too fucking bad.
I'm gonna
Did we all answer this question yet? Did you fucking know? You didn't.
Oh, I did it in the last episode.
Well, to
be fair, but Dave, to be fair, you answered it as the stream cut out, so people have to post your answer.
Yeah, we need your answer, Dave.
Yeah.
Before the stream cuts out again.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're there.
Do we live or die, Dave?
Do we live or die? I don't know. I genuinely don't.
Dave.
I don't.
Wishy-washy is not allowed here. Answer.
The problem is, I agree with I agree with what's his face, from Yes Minister. Using a nuclear weapons is really, really bad, but they've got to believe you'll use them, and it only takes you not to use it once. It only takes you not to respond. So, I mean, what's our negotiating position?
I think
9/11 proved we will respond.
Yeah, but
don't you think?
Right. What if North Korea nukes us? If North Korea nukes America tomorrow?
If North Korea nukes America, North Korea will be wiped off the map.
Right. This is what we're asking. Would you respond?
I'm not in charge of the button, but the idiots who
are asking
will do
if
it.
You are.
North Korea will be wiped off the map, and then so will the United States, because the fallout from that's probably going to hit China.
The world
they're big enough to kind of fuck up the United States now.
The world would get together and take out North Korea.
Good.
A unilateral thing.
That's exactly what we need. Checkmate.
You are in charge
away with the nuke.
Right. No, listen. Get to the second part of my point. Right. If North Korea nukes America. Right now, North Korea have only got half a dozen bombs, right? And America does nothing. Wait. And America does nothing, or not. It does not respond in a nuclear fashion. Okay, it is demonstrating that it will not use its nuclear weapons. Where does that put it in its negotiations, future negotiations against Russia or China or India?
Can I add something to this, please?
Yep.
Everybody is always so quick to say just fucking wipe out North Korea, okay? But can you guys remember that the people that live here are literal fucking prisoners that have never done anything wrong, okay?
Yeah.
They are trapped here in this world of crazy propaganda. This is not their fault. And you are snapping your finger at an entire group of people that didn't do anything wrong.
The Republicans aren't that bad.
She's got a point. Thanos does not have a very good rating.
The person, no, I'm going to counter that one. The person who sent the bomb in the first place is the one who's doing that, man.
Yes, and yes, but he
so
has
don't
created...
start something you're not willing to end.
Yeah, but the person is not all the people.
Yeah, and that person is also deluded enough to think that he will win.
If you want to look at this in terms of
he's not as fucking... I don't think he's as mad as people fucking think he is.
I don't think this one is. This one's been...
I'm not saying either way. I'm just saying before you so quickly say just fucking nuke that place, think about that there are actual human lives and ecosystems there. Shut the fuck up, Wuhan. That, no, this is going to screw up.
He says we have the technology to make targeted strikes.
Not with nukes, you don't.
No.
If you're gonna deal with this on the nuanced level, okay, say North Korea or some small South Pacific country has a nuke or two or three or four, and sends one to us.
Yeah.
Okay, and you do nothing. What is going to be their next response?
Their next response doesn't matter.
The thing is, hold on.
If we're looking at this from the nuanced point of view, okay, if we do nothing, then what are they going to do? Hold on. They are going to send a second one.
Why are people assuming that not sending a nuclear retaliation equates to doing nothing? There's other fucking ways of retaliating that maybe don't involve complete fucking annihilation of the human race.
Because with the context we are discussing, it's the relations with the other nuclear powers. Do you invalidate your entire nuclear arsenal?
Yeah, you start firing them back. You risk bringing the other fucking people with nuclear arsenals into this shit. You use North Korea as an example. I said that's real. That's going to be way too fucking close to comfort for China. You've got and Russia's not far off as well. That between the two of them, they're going to fuck the United States up, and everyone's going to fucking wipe each other up. It is not the go-to. It is not the fucking go-to response immediately. The fact that we have nuclear weapons still shows what a fucking sad indictment of a fucking species we are.
I was literally about to say that, Jeff. I was about to say, think about the absurdity of the fact that we as a species created something that could wipe us all out. And this isn't the first time that we've done it in our history. We keep doing it. That's super fucked up. So.
My whole point about the nuance and the wonder that it depends on who's doing it to you to begin with was I was trying to lead in before I got talked over. That exact discussion of other ways to retaliate. That why would you have to retaliate with another nuke? Why wouldn't you retaliate with conventional forces in such overwhelming numbers that the message?
Because you don't have overwhelming numbers.
Oh, yes, we do.
If you go to North Korea, no, you don't.
Yes, we do.
Microraptor is right. Fucking move on, Dave.
I said.
To be honest, this was a shit question the last time you said to me. Well.
You said to me, Dave. You said, "Do you want to come on today?" I said yes, but let's have fun questions that where we're not going to all argue about serious topics.
I told you I had to finish this question was the problem.
It got interrupted. But it's finished.
I think we're finished.
On now.
We're finished. Let's move on.
It's really shit, and the world would end, and everyone would die. Let's have another question.
Yes, I have enough world-ending shit in my life.
What are you on about? Nuclear war, box of fluffy ducks.
Right. Okay, then. Next question. The chat's now going on about it. Right. Question 1457. If you won $25 million but had to keep it secret, would you continue doing your job?
I'd build a fucking nuclear fallout shelter based on the last fucking question.
I would keep doing what I'm doing.
No, you're not doing it. You've got to assume you have a job. The job you had at some point.
What are the reasons I need to keep it secret?
I'm not. It's not discussed in the question.
Okay.
I don't know.
I would not keep my current job. I might look to do something part-time that I might be a bit more of a hobby type thing. But would I live, if I had $25 million, would I live ostentatiously? No, not at all.
If I was in that situation and I was still running my little BMW shop, I would continue doing that, except I would expand to have other people doing things for me that I get to enjoy the fruits of their labor. But to elevate the shop, elevate the workers, elevate the product, and just improve everything.
Yes.
So the answer is no. You'd have basically a completely different...
Benevolent capitalist speaking there.
I'm in a capitalist society. I would also probably get some money to Habitat for Humanity because they're pretty damn cool.
You can do that anonymously. Yandiri says yes, top it off. Toda says, is it $25 million before or after I arrange the assassination of everyone who knows? After. What the hell? Tusk says yes, I have costed this before.
If it's after, I just need to assassinate you.
Yes. I could run a free kitchen in my area for almost 50 years and make sure that nobody went hungry. That's fantastic. Johan said, I would move out of the country, then no one would know. Andiri, I don't want to die poor, I need my job. No, if you've got $25 million. Ox says, I buy a mountain, fence it off, have a safe place for unwanted animals. But the point there is you're giving away that you've got it.
No, people don't necessarily pay attention to what's going on. You could do something like that on the QT.
God says, I'm annoyed at this question because none of you lot have jobs. Most of us have got jobs.
I'm retired. Fuck you. I paid my price. Don't tell me I don't have a job. I gave up having a job. I fucking worked my ass off for 50 years.
Oh, God, God, if he exists, has got a job. But
he's definitely got a job.
He's fucked it up something chronic. Anyone else would get fired for the amount of fuck up. So that,
I forage for berries. That's a job.
Badger, what would you keep your job?
Let me see. I would keep the money secret by keeping myself secret. I would move somewhere in the middle of nowhere, buy land under a fake name, and never talk to anyone again.
Well, I heard badgers prefer hillsides for digging in. And
yes. Could we actually point out here that this guy's on here on an avatar or whatever, claiming is going by the name Bad Tempered Badger? I think we may have a secret millionaire here.
I never considered that.
Yeah.
Well, how do you think I afford all this Battenberg?
25 million buys a lot of Battenberg, I'll admit that.
Wildie says,
I'm going to hollow out a mountain for my Battenberg.
Hey, Badger. Badger.
Yes.
What kind of phone do you use?
What's that?
What kind of phone do you use?
Well, my early 2000s Nokia has unfortunately encountered an issue, so I'm currently using a late 2000s Chinese wrist phone.
Okay, do you guys want to rethink the secret millionaire theory now?
Yes, he is eccentric. Wait there. Eccentric secret millionaire.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what?
You could be a millionaire. Just because he's a secret millionaire doesn't mean he has to be that he spends his fucking money. He can still be a tight. Tightwad.
I hope he's tight. Ooh.
That was super gross.
My phone situation is partly by choice and partly by cost, because I refuse to pay stupid amounts of money for a phone that is identical to any other phone other than it has slightly more memory.
slightly more, Badger.
If the phone is a rectangle with a screen and one button, it's don't like it.
They have 3 buttons.
I was born in Scotland, I'll have you know. But
While Eden says, I don't know what I would do with 25 million, I would have to give it away.
What's Scotland got to do with the phone buttons?
I don't know.
If you put more than one button on a Scotsman probably can't operate it because they're too drunk.
You don't even know your stereotypes, Jenny.
I know, right?
Manda!
I was gonna say, can I ever get to it? You guys fucking are assholes. You are so seriously. You have no goddamn manners. I don't get it. Okay. Anyway,
what would you do?
No, we're all Deuterus stones. We all started as assholes.
I didn't join the show because we had to have manners.
Yes, I would keep it.
You keep a job. You don't think you could do something better?
I mean, there are different things within my field that I would like to explore, and if I could do that without having to worry about money, that would be great. But it would be essentially, I would still be a climate scientist. I would do this forever. I would do this for nothing. So,
fair enough. Sandy.
Well, I'm glad you asked. I got to go make coffee. The show has driven me to afternoon coffee. I would continue doing the minuscule job I do because I'm basically doing it for free anyway. And I would very slowly and carefully give it all away after I make sure I don't owe anybody anything and I can survive for another 20 years.
Which time zone are you in that it's afternoon?
It's not. I said the show forced me to take my afternoon coffee. I'll be back.
Okay. Right. We should do the next question.
Did we hear Amanda's
answer? Yes.
We did.
Did we hear Dave's answer?
See? Not only do you not let me talk, nobody fucking listens to me either.
No. I was
on
listening to you,
show.
but I didn't pick out your answer within that.
Her answer was yes.
I don't take in what anyone says because I can barely keep track
but you're just like that, Badger.
I can barely keep track of what I said. Actually, what did I say?
Nothing.
I'd hollow out a mountain for my Battenberg. That was it.
Oh, and I wanted to know about Battenbergs. Do they make cheese Battenbergs?
No. They don't, but I could.
No, you couldn't.
And I could post it to Dave.
No,
that would be lovely.
What part would be? You mean you substitute the marzipan for cheese, or would you actually fill it with cheese? Or?
I think you'd substitute marzipan for cheese, and also you'd melt cheese to join the sections together, and maybe replace the cake with cheese. Bread.
So what you're now talking about is basically a cheese sandwich.
So what you've actually managed to do is you've actually managed to make a Battenberg cake even more disgusting than it already is. So
why don't I just make the entire thing out of different types of cheese?
I have to try a Battenberg because they look really tasty.
They don't. They look horrible. They look
unbelievably.
No,
I'm joking. I think. See, I would not say I'm not keen on. I think they're good if you get a decent one. It's get like the cheap supermarket ones. They're fucking awful. It's usually stale.
What the fuck are we talking about? Is this any way related to the question?
No.
Yep. All right.
Right. God says, I will continue being God. It's easy. And if you get something wrong, my believers make up some shit about why I did it.
That's true.
And Ox says, a Marmite cake. No, thank you. Right, next question.
Now you're talking my language.
Next question. Question 1458. If you ever had plastic surgery, would you deny you did?
No.
Yes. I mean, I have. So fuck you.
But you didn't deny it.
Oh shit! I guess I just didn't.
You had plastic surgery and you denied it. Shit. You can't pass because you wouldn't have it. It was a hypothetical if you got it. You just that little nose job.
You don't know why you might need to have it either.
No, it could have been a car accident.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like I've
I
had
might
it.
Yeah.
I've had it. I'm open about. I had I split my lip. I fell over my bike when I was 7, and I split it all the way through. Like, and it was pretty big. It was pretty long. So they had and my mother is a nurse, so she brought me to the hospital that she was working at, and brought the plastic surgeon in to make sure he did it upright. So there were like almost 20 stitches on each side, because he did the tiny, tiny, tiny stitches, and he did the inside ones and everything. And then I had to go back and get scar tissue taken out, which was technically plastic surgery. So I don't, I'm honest about it.
Let me catch them on the chat. They went very quickly on this one. Ox tried to pass. Mark says nope. Sarcastic Bomber says it depends what it was for. Ricardo says no. Wild Eden says, I guess I wouldn't advertise it. Brainbug says no, I wouldn't. Duhan says, if I had plastic surgery done right, it wouldn't even have to be denied because no one would notice. Tusk says, it would be impossible to deny, as I would get a life-size replica of Godzilla grafted on my forehead. Microraptor says, I might do as part of my transition, and then I wouldn't deny it. God says, I would have an extra ear put on my forehead, and then tell everyone it's evolution. Barman says, would you want to tell people you had a penis reduction? Would people believe you? Critical Ripple.
Wouldn't having a third ear on your forehead make you Spock?
Has he got a third ear on his forehead?
Yeah, he's got the left ear, the right ear, and the final front ear.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm just going to hit him.
Roger, I'm sending you that. I'm DMing you that meme now.
I hate all of you so much.
But we love you, Amanda.
Ox says, well, why lie then? If asked, I would, but probably wouldn't walk around with a sign saying, ask me about my surgery.
May I?
Well, no, but I mean, like...
Dave, I may have to pop out again.
Okay.
Since they canceled my COVID shot, I've been kind of in a fight with the hospital.
You might need to run.
Yeah, okay.
Fair enough. Atheist Donna says yes. Yandere says I want a tail. Would you admit it wasn't real?
You have a
I
tail.
have a tail. It's not so great.
It's called the coccyx.
Makes me think of Orphan Black.
Fair enough.
Yes,
Badger
yes.
looks adorable wrapped up in his blanket.
Dave,
Yes.
Yes.
answer the question.
Jeff!
Thank you. Here's Amanda bitching and nobody listens to her. No one lets her answer the fucking question. She just ignores me. There we go.
That's okay, Jeff. She ignored me too, and it's all right.
Yeah.
I didn't ignore anybody. I just, and that moment, remembered I need to ask. Look, like, for real. Listen. I am.
Just hush. Just hush.
Amanda, it's what's called a cell phone.
Cell phone. Badger's got one of them.
Cell phone, yeah.
I have several, and they are all pre-2010.
I'll answer this question. No, I wouldn't lie about it. It'd be too I think it'd be too obvious. I'd had it done for a start. Now, would I lie about why I had it done? Possibly. I might actually say I was in a car accident rather than my face looks so fucking ugly. It looks like it was in a car accident. So
That's not the only kind of plastic surgery there is.
no, I know that.
You couldn't say have your little pinky modified.
Yeah.
I might have a penis put on my knee with the phrase plagiarist written above it.
Did stool just walk in? Would penis reduction surgery be plastic surgery? Yes. I should have rewritten the question based on the one I got actually to cosmetic surgery.
Same thing.
Yes, but one doesn't. Would you call it plastic surgery if you had a penis reduction?
Yeah.
It's plastic surgery.
What's plastic that's put in?
The field is plastic surgery.
And Microraptor says, I guess a vaginoplasty is technically a penis
Plastic
reduction.
surgery is not a procedure. It is
Technically.
Depends on whether you're talking about a bristle or not, doesn't it?
Yeah. God says, true story, there's a guy in my town that had his willy made thicker, and he tells everyone he's about 70 years old. And Mark says, does your knee get stiff on cold mornings?
I don't know, you'd have to ask Stool.
So, like, wait, just...
Why are you
So
echoing?
Agent walks in, and he's all... Why? Literally everybody in my life is all up my ass today. Every single one of you, including my kid. Is it like a fucking holiday or something? I swear to God.
Mandaraste.
Welcome to International Fuck with Manda Day.
Yes, that's just what it seems like. I'm sorry.
Tusk says...
Holy fuck.
I'm going to read this. This is good. Tusk says, would that make you a cockney?
Hey!
I was in the middle of coughing, you knob.
Yandiri says that she would tell. Black Sofa says, I would reduce the size of my nose a bit and I wouldn't lie about it. Oh, right. Sandy.
Wait, fuck you. Did you answer? I don't know.
It's Sandy!
Sandy!
For fuck's sake!
Okay, well, no. See, this time it's not my fault because I thought you both answered while he was bitching at me. That is not my fault. Okay?
Of course not. Not your fault at all.
If I had cosmetic surgery, it would be so obvious I would not deny it. No. But I wouldn't have cosmetic surgery, so...
What kind of cosmetic surgery?
What kind of cosmetic surgery wouldn't you have?
I wouldn't reduce my nose size or my ear size, and I wouldn't have the great big brown spot on my face taken off. You want honesty, you got it.
That's what you wouldn't have. What would you?
I wouldn't do it. I can't afford it anyway.
Right. Should we go on to the next question?
I haven't answered,
Dave,
Jeff.
God fucking damn it, Steve!
You better fucking answer after all.
Neither of you.
Badger!
Hello. Well, anything that I'm insecure about, I deal with by making a joke about it, or many jokes about it. So if I had cosmetic surgery, I would make a joke about the reasons why. So yes, I would tell people. Dave, answer the question.
We need to move on.
Dave, answer
not till you've answered the question. We don't.
Yes, I would tell people. I don't give a shit. Right. Next question. Oh, I like the next question.
I'm guessing I'm not going to like the next question.
You're going to love the next question. He's got a mouthful of Battenberg.
Or something.
Do you know how many calories are in a small slice of Battenberg?
2,000.
Do you know how many calories it takes to care about that? I periodically care, and that's the exercise to burn them off.
Right. Question 1459. What would you do if you came home and found a penguin in your freezer?
Well, I'd
Is
ask
it
him out.
dead? Is it dead? Is it dead? Fuck the penguins. Because if it's not dead, I just fuck the penguins. That's
No,
all I
it's
gotta
not dead. Of course, that's why it's in the freezer, for fuck's sake.
say. Yeah, but Dave, you put something in the freezer. There's no oxygen in there. It will die.
I'm sure it's thought of that. Or whoever put it there.
It's been in there for.
All you know is you've come home. There is a living freezer. There is a living freezer? There is a living penguin in your freezer.
Living freezer in your penguin.
Now, would this be like a refrigerator type freezer, a couple feet wide, a foot or so high? Or would this be like a floor freezer with, 3 foot by 4 foot, 3 foot high?
2 foot wide, 2 foot wide by 5 foot high. Is the freezer.
Can I get a penguin biscuit then?
Can I get a new freezer out of this experiment?
2 by 2 by 5. I'd ask them if they'd like something more comfortable.
You've got somewhere more comfortable at cold?
No, but I wouldn't leave a penguin in there.
Tusk
Yes,
says.
you do.
Wait there.
Yeah,
Tusk
Jenny.
says.
You have a much colder area outside, Jenny. Outside.
Well, that's
Put
true
the
too.
penguin outside. Yeah.
But then the bears and pumas would get it. But
Can
Just
we
wait,
just talk about for a second what
Probably
penguins
not.
are?
Just wait. We've got to see what Tusk says first. Nobody ever talks about this, but I bet penguins taste delicious.
It's very well possible.
Can we clarify also? Has all the stuff that I'm trying to keep in my freezer been taken out to make?
Yes,
room?
that's on the floor to one side.
Well then I'll be
Wait,
pissed
again,
off.
kill the fucking penguin.
okay, I think it's time to ask this question: are we talking about the kind of penguin that is a bird, or the kind that has his pants pulled down around his ankles?
A bird. Go on, Manda.
All right, I'm going to Urban Dictionary. BRB.
Rapists, necrophiliacs. Okay, that's what a lot of penguin species are. Just fuck the penguins. They're evil little motherfuckers. None of this cutesy little, they stay paired together forever, which is not true. Oh my fucking God.
I like penguins.
So it's okay if I let the penguin outside and let Lucky chase it until it's dead. Is that right, Manda?
Sure.
Okay, cool. That's what I'm going to do with the penguin.
Like,
And then I'm going to kill whoever put him there in the first place.
It's like probably the only species on Earth that obviously, insects and disease vectors and stuff like that, but like just probably the only, mammal species on Earth that I'm just like, fuck it, no, kill it.
They're not
mammals.
mammals. And
They're
secondly,
birds.
Sorry, not mammals. Oh my God. Yes, but
and
They're
secondly,
dinosaurs.
ducks are known to be very rapey, and dolphins are known to be very rapey, and it's
but
not kind of an unusual thing in the animal kingdom.
necrophiliac thing that kind of fucking freaks me the fuck out. Like,
Okay, everybody.
okay.
You're ascribing an awful lot of like a moral compass to a fucking penguin there.
Well, but
Okay, everybody,
she's right.
I have returned.
Necrophilia is a
Have you-
dying art.
I have returned from Urban Dictionary and can now tell you what a penguin is.
What's from Urban
according-
Dictionary?
According to Urban Dictionary, a penguin is an extremely cool bird that will kill all who do not absolutely love it and has the potential to invent space travel and wish to establish a colony on Pluto. Usages include the penguins have launched
Pluto
several
too.
thousand AM bombs around the world after extracting their supporters. We're all fucking screwed.
Apparently, dolphins are necrophiliacs too.
Oh,
yeah, the
Dolphins get high on pufferfish.
Dolphins are a lot smarter though, so like.
And Mark
they get a
says-
little
Mark
bit more
says-
of a pass.
So they got less excuse then.
But there, Mark says, but does the victim complain about being raped while dead? I mean,
Sorry,
wait. I have a question that just goes with this. Is it worse to rape something that's alive or something that's dead?
they're equally abhorrent.
Can we
For
just
different reasons,
So-
I think.
So the
just not-
necrophiliac one doesn't matter.
Can we not have that fucking question?
Well, it's
Yeah,
not an
I
actual
think-
question. I might put it in the show.
No,
No.
that's
Hey, I can speak to this, like,
Go on.
and
oh, really?
it's something that, like, no, Jenny, I'm talking about the autonomy of a body after death. Holy
Okay.
fuck. Caitlin Doty, the Ask a Mortician woman, talks a lot about this, because the fact that a dead body of a human being is literally nobody's property.
Nope.
So there's this idea of being able to have that autonomy in death being able to say so while you're alive. I literally just did a video kind of about this. What the fuck, Dave? This is your show. You don't need to raise them yet.
We're talking about penguins, not people.
You were the one who bought fucking. You bought the
bodily
category in there.
It's fucking
as-
facts, okay?
As a creature with similar color markings to a penguin who's been dead, I think we should move up.
To be honest, Dave, I'm kind of uncomfortable with rape being bandied about in a humorous
I
fashion.
know what you mean.
This is not my fault.
Right.
This is not my fault. This is
No,
not.
let me catch up on the chat because it goes fucking everywhere there too. Right,
My answer
Mark
to
says,
the actual question, I forgot. So actually, do what you did.
ring the zoo to find out what to do. They're gonna piss. Chad says penguins live in South African zoo. Some do. Wild Eden says, ask seals how tasty penguins are. Johan says, I thought you liked penguins, Mum Atheist. And Derry says, give it a beer. Black Sofa says, I'd probably kill it, pluck it, cook it, eat it with a nice IPA. Mark Caesar says, it could be a walk-in freezer room. If you keep got a walk-in freezer room at home? Johan says, I would arm the penguin and send it to
any room that I'm not currently heating.
It's all of them. Protect the edge of the flat earth. Chad says, I would first befriend the penguin. Then I would imagine we would have many stories as we wander around solving mysteries.
Yeah, that works for me.
Rainbow says, I would smell it before I saw it.
There was a guy on This Old House who actually built a custom walk-in refrigerator.
That's not hard.
I know what I'm gonna.
I would like to see one of those at home.
As I found,
talk to Chandler.
Dave. As I found this live penguin in the freezer, can I keep him as a pet and then call him Julius Freezer?
Yes.
There we go.
I'm going
That's my answer.
Yeah. Micro says, I give it some food and read, and Tango makes 3 to it.
And on that note.
God says, Amanda is upsetting my penguin now. He says she's a grumpy old cowbag. Apparently penguins don't like you.
Seriously! Somebody give me a break today.
Ox says, can mine be a rock hopper? They are the cutest. I don't know what breed it is. I can tell you that it's not an emperor penguin, because it wouldn't fit.
I remembered my answer.
Just wait, let me hear it here. Look up Demas in the end. No, right. Has nobody watched Wallace and Gromit with the evil penguin?
No.
Yes.
What?
Well, it's not a regular fare over in the States. You can't
Not even Wensleydale.
Also, since Angel stopped watching, like we used to have this pizza movie night every Saturday where we would go get a movie and eat a pizza together. And when Angel stopped watching like cartoons and shit, I just was like, I'm never fucking watching that garbage again. So I just can't do it. Can't.
But it's one thing. Gromit. Right. Badger.
Right, so I come home.
Yeah.
I go in the freezer to get some chips out, and I discover there's
before you get there, you see all the melting stuff on the floor.
Yeah, I discover there's a penguin in there. What I would do is I would call up Benedict Cumberbatch, and I would ask him to come round to my house and identify what I just found in my freezer.
Why?
Because, as his voiceover for a nature documentary has proved, he cannot accurately pronounce the word penguin.
Oh yes, I remember that.
So I would ask him to come round and tell me and listen to him as he told me in great detail. You, my dear Badger, have a pengling in your freezer.
Having Benedict Cumberbatch in your house and not trying to fuck him is kind of a sin, though. So.
Well, that'll come after I've cleaned up the mess.
Okay.
If you had a penguin in your fridge, though, wouldn't that kind of bring an end to your fish and chips? I mean, it would just be chips.
I'd have to have penguin and chips.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
And then, because I've invited Benedict Cumberbatch over, I'd have somebody to eat.
Do you think they taste like chicken?
Okay. Dave?
Yeah.
I think they're probably mostly feather, to be honest.
Dave?
Mando, what would you do? You didn't say what you'd do. I mean, you spent 20 minutes ranting about not liking penguins, but you didn't tell us what you would do.
I said kill it. Oh no, actually, I like the idea of like letting it outside and Leia wouldn't hurt anything. I don't know. I would just know it would.
You got a busy road.
You answered the question, Dave. Don't make me out to be a monster.
She was about to steal my answer. She's going to let it outside and let the dog chase it. She was.
But the thing is, my dog is like, it would never hurt anything ever. I know that because like my parents' dog is this tiny little yippy obnoxious thing that bites at her legs, and she's never bitten her head off. So
see, how do you think that would? See, that would be fun. Set that on a penguin. Watch the penguin beat that up. I bet he could eat it.
That's what he used to say about my German Shepherd until it bit the head off that chicken.
Leia's house German Shepherd. Dave.
Go on, Badger.
I was out walking in the woods once, and I found just a chicken head just by itself.
I've had that.
Really?
Yeah.
Dave, answer the question.
Barvin says, I dunk the penguin in my cup of tea and let the chocolate melt.
Fucking hate you so much sometimes. You're doing this on purpose now.
I'd probably phone the zoo and try and find out who the hell put it there. I mean, if it got itself in there, I'd be a very smart penguin. I like the solving mysteries idea. Oh my god. Phone the zoo. Tell them to come take this fucking penguin away. I mean, I've got to imagine that they taste very fishy.
They really do seem like a very useless bird, don't they?
I'd think they'd be mostly feather.
I mean, they'd
be all feather and fur, wouldn't they?
Have their use in terms of the ecosystem that they live in, and they keep it going. But
I mean, I'd be terrified about opening the freezer. They're explosive
I was going to
shitters.
say, they make great killer whale bait, right?
You want to kill a whale in your freezer instead?
No.
Okay. I got a question for you then. A pack of wolves, small pack of wolves, say 4 or 5 wolves, and a 6-foot penguin. Who's going to win?
A 6-foot penguin.
Mm-hmm. I guess it wasn't that good of a question.
I think the wolves would have a bit of a difficulty because I think penguins are mostly like feather and blubber, so they'd be trying to like bite and they just slide around.
They'd get it done. They'd still get it done.
Oh, they get it done eventually.
They get it done.
They get it done eventually, but it'd be a bit awkward. They might have to like.
Can we fucking move on from the penguins question? I don't want to talk about penguins anymore.
They can take down a 1,000-pound buffalo, you know.
How well can the wolves swim?
Not as good as a penguin.
Is there water nearby?
Forest, of course there is. Right, next question. You sure? We can carry on.
Fuck you, Dave. No.
Question 1460.
What's the question?
Question 1460. Given the current climate, would you be willing to live through a coup if it meant freedom from a certain world leader? This might be a slightly outdated question.
Like, I don't. You lived through a coup attempt. Does that count?
No.
That was enough. Is the coup on my side?
The coup I imagined when this question was written was to get rid of Trump.
Okay.
David, behind you.
No.
I don't know. I don't think I can answer this one. Yeah. Sorry.
I can answer.
Go on.
Absolutely not. Our system works, so we can take them out that way.
Just.
They worked.
Right, I'm back.
Jeff, what the fuck is this you've sent me?
I warned you that I was going to send that to you.
God says yes, that would be exciting. Things are dull now. Badger.
I think there is currently a coup going on within Disney to wrestle control of Star Wars from the shit people.
Okay,
But,
I don't think.
The question is, would I like it? Yes, if they succeed.
I don't think there's any such thing as a beneficial or benevolent coup or dictator or authoritarian. It just doesn't exist. If you have that kind of power, you wield that kind of power. Power does not limit itself. Power takes more power.
True. Ox says, hell yes, let the revolution begin. Viva la pineapple pizza.
Right, okay.
Well, that would turn over my stomach. I don't know if it'd turn over a government.
Dave, what do you mean by... Define what you mean by coup.
I mean someone takes power by force.
What? How? Military coup? What?
I
Are
don't
we
think it
talking
matters
military
how.
coup or like popular revolution here? What are we talking?
Military coup is probably closer.
Military coup, then in that case, no. Under any circumstances.
You wouldn't have taken Obama with the backing of the American military, kicking Trump out of office, and then setting up the next election.
No.
What about if it's your military coup?
Yes, you're the one in charge.
Then we're all fucked.
The Georgia government has just opened an investigation into Trump's phone call to the guy during the election counting.
Good.
They didn't. There was a couple. I live here, Georgia.
You live near Georgia. How near to Georgia?
I live here in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
So quite close then.
This is very close. What if the military has the support of the population?
No, the population isn't smart enough to know what they're doing.
Would Bernie Sanders lead the revolution? Would he do it while wearing mittens? Wild Eden, there is a military coup going on right now in Myanmar. Maybe say that.
Yeah, yes, there is. I mean, it was a similar thing because I like a few years ago in Turkey when the military tried to oust Erdogan. Erdogan's a piece of shit. He's an absolute piece of shit, but he was still democratically elected. No, the military had no fucking business coming in there and trying to remove him.
Well, Hitler was too. What if their military took out him?
They tried.
So there are actually people living through the horror of military coup. There are, which is not good.
But at the time they tried that, okay, should we say the democracy in Germany had gone, so it's not a great. It's not something you can equivocate to me. The democratic constitution in Germany had long gone by the time the military tried to take him out.
That's actually quite funny. Sorry, Badger's thing. Sandy.
No, I would not want to live through a military coup.
Fair enough.
We didn't say military.
Actually, we kind of did.
It kind of came across.
Yeah, but it didn't start that way.
No, that's why I asked for it to need to be defined.
No, I quite frankly, I've lived through enough violence and overtaking and that kind of stuff in my childhood, and I really just don't want to ever have to live through it again.
Yeah, you're right because your country only organises coups against other countries. So,
well, I was actually referring to all the violence and stuff that we had to get through in order to get human rights in this country. So, quite frankly, no, I don't want to live through that crap
disturbingly,
again.
They're still not safe.
Well, and I'm still extremely disappointed that this many years later we're having this kind of crap still come up. So I'm going to shut up on this one.
No, that's good. Right, let's go to the next one, the penultimate one.
Did you answer, Dave?
No.
You didn't, did you?
I have no clue. Probably.
Once again, asking you to answer the question.
Did you not? Badger!
No, I answered. I say you should answer.
Oh.
Or did I?
Yeah, I think I would be prepared. I think there are leaders that are worth getting rid of.
What did I say? What did I say?
People
I said that they should have a coup in Disney. That was it.
That was it, yes.
Fair enough. Disney's not a democracy anyway, so fair enough.
With all due respect, Dave, you're fucked in the head. It's just
the problem is it's like I said, I don't know because I don't have experience of it. This is the problem. I answered the question as best I can, right?
I will just end the discussion from my part with this. Show me one coup that has been a good thing. Anywhere, anytime. I'm done.
The Revolutionary War?
Yeah.
That was not a coup.
It's not a coup.
That was a revolution.
Coup.
That's a popular uprising.
That's why I wanted that defined.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't necessarily work out all that great.
Look where we are now. Ricardo says 25th of the 4th, 1975, Portugal. I have no clue whether or not that was.
Well, maybe.
That's the question, Dave. Go.
What? Let's do the next one. Right. Penultimate question. Question 1461. How would you describe the internet to a caveman?
Just say
Fuck
you don't want to fucking. You don't want to know what this thing is. Say the fuck off of it.
Just wait. I want a detailed explanation from Manda.
There is no fucking possible way that can happen without teaching them actual language first.
Yes.
They
understand language.
You're assuming they didn't have language.
I was going to say with
teaching them our language because I'm sure you don't know theirs. Do you know theirs?
No, I don't. But this is what we can. When we start with cave paintings, you start drawing.
Yeah,
they have language. They have language. You've just got to use your words.
How do you tell them? How do you express to them that there is this oh my fucking all the information in the world is just out there and accessible immediately to people with disabilities. How do you
first you would have to
say that?
First you'd have to
they could work it out. I fucking worked it out.
They can work it out.
The first thing you'd have to do is teach them about the concept of a world.
Just wait. Ox says, wait there. Ox says, you no go, bad mojo, like fire, it will harm you, no. And Uhan goes, ugh, boobies, grunt.
Yeah, that just about gets the message across, actually.
But we're talking time travel again, aren't we?
I'm thinking from this one we're talking more stasis. I think we find a caveman buried from 20,000 or 30,000 years ago, buried in the ice, and we somehow managed to revive him.
That's cheating, Dave, because I was going to say, if you had to time travel, your damn phone's not going to work anyway.
You're not going to have to time travel. You could just go to Alabama.
David Melbourne says magic cave paintings with lots of porn.
I apologize to everybody in Alabama that Jenny just insulted. She did not mean it.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
John says, I live near Keighley, so I know all about cavemen. Wild Eden says, I think we're making assumptions about cavemen. We did evolve from them after all. The point is not so much. You could turn around and say, "What would you do? How would you explain the internet now to someone that had never seen it, never had phone, had been in a bunker for 30 years? It would have the same problem." I agree with you. Cavemen is just a hyperbolic way of doing the question.
Because caveman has that fucking language barrier too.
Yeah, that's kind of critical.
The one thing you don't do is show them an episode of Critical Questions. They will not be fucking interested anymore.
If they can work out what's going on, good luck to them.
That solves the problem of having to explain it to them because they won't want to anymore.
So, Dave, it's like explaining to someone who comes out of a prison sentence for 30 years what the internet is?
Yes.
Guess what? It's not that difficult.
Is it not?
No, of course not. You got somebody who can understand what you're saying. You have the thing that you can demonstrate.
No,
right
I already said at the start of the question they can understand
they're-
what you're saying.
They're a human
not
being
that
that can
difficult.
learn.
It's not that difficult if they already understand that machinery exists.
Or
They
a
don't
world.
understand that machinery exists.
Then it's more difficult. It's also more difficult because they won't understand what society is.
That's very true. Well, they might do. They've got families.
Yeah, but families are small groups, Dave.
They're small societies.
Yeah, you know how humans shouldn't exist in societies of greater than 120 people because their brains are not equipped to have empathy for more than that number of people. The caveman will call you an idiot for living with so many people.
But no, because they lived in tighter groups than we do.
I would bet that there were cavemen who didn't ever see a group of more than 20 people.
Yes, I think there were lots of them that didn't. I think that's how we hopped across. I think we increased a little bit and then move, and then increased the population a little bit and then move, and then yeah.
Like the fucking virus we are.
Don't forget the pictographs.
The pictographs. What is meant by cavemen? Well, obviously there were never any cavemen. But if we're just talking about people from the past, we can communicate with them, but that's it. There is no.
Then who put those pictographs in the caves of France?
I've got an answer, I think.
People.
Okay.
Badger.
Hello. I would explain to them that it's like smoke signals, but the smoke knows things.
You think they know smoke signals?
Probably.
If they live in caves, they presumably have fire to be able to see. So smoke signals logically follow.
Yandere says boobs anger boobs. They're flat earthers. I don't think we should show them the internet. Does anyone have anything clever? Before we go into our last question.
I don't think anyone's got a fucking really good explanation of how.
No, I was expecting lots more from this question. I'm very disappointed in you all.
Well, then that's your fault.
I
I
know.
told you, it's like smoke signals, but the smoke knows things.
The gap of civilizations is too great. I don't think you could explain it to them using our language or their language. Their language probably isn't sophisticated enough.
Then I could say to them that we use it to talk to other tribes, and they say, why?
To avert war.
And they say, but war means we can take their cave.
Fuck that, we can eat them.
And that.
See, Wild Eden says, I think the porn references were spot on. Basically, see, the problem is can you show them things, is the question. Because basically, do you start with just showing, because they're going with the porn one, you just show them a picture of naked people.
Caveman Tinder, I don't know.
Yeah.
But what kind of porn do you show them?
I don't know. I was thinking
there's
that.
some stuff.
Flintstones. I've seen Wilma do some really... Yeah.
That is some
They'd
fucked up shit, Dave.
If you showed them the Flintstones, they would cancel you for cultural appropriation.
If you could find any similarity between the Flintstones and their society, I would pay you $25 million.
Some of them wear animal skins.
And the dinosaurs?
You keep them as pets. Did you not watch the Flintstones?
It's artistic license, Dave.
Chad says, Skyfire in burned sand that thinks.
They make dinosaurs make pretty good, or I should say, prehistoric birds make pretty good
eating
tone arms for a record player. And the music comes out their butt.
What was that line from the Flintstones film? Just somebody was upset about something. There's a squid there just going. There's a squid person there just going, I think you got problems. I just learned what calamari is.
Dave, you got to read out. You got to read out Barman's comment.
Hang on, if Dell can figure it out, I'm sure a cave person can.
Always buy your calamari whole, because if you buy it already prepared, it's probably pig rectum.
Ew.
What's wrong with pig rectum?
Tasty.
Why
Right.
do you make me come on this show, Dave?
All right.
Answer the question,
You
Dave.
volunteered this,
Dave.
if I recall.
I
That's the
said I
question.
think I'd go the showing them naked people.
Oh, okay. Of course you did.
With pictographs or photographs?
With a
'Cause
monitor.
I don't think they'd understand.
With
They wouldn't
toys.
understand it. They wouldn't understand. They'd want to know how you got the person in the box.
Yes.
I was gonna say something so fucking filthy right there. but
Go
we're
on.
gonna move
Go on, Manda. Go on, Manda.
No. Go.
Right, last question. Question 1462. Would you rather have bird's wings in place of your arms or spatula hands?
Oh, for Christ's
Oh,
sake.
that's
Cool.
I'd get on better with my pet penguin with bird wings.
Would I be able to fly?
You'd be able to fly like a clipped chicken.
That's a
You'd get a good
question,
6 foot off the ground, but you'd come
how
back down
functional-
relatively.
Well, in that case, what's the point?
You could run a lot faster.
I could make money off bird wings. I could go around and tell everybody I really am the angel they wanted me to be.
Yeah, but angels are depicted as having arms as well, so you'd have to get prosthetic arms.
Yeah, the angels come from on high. It always says Vincent, they come hovering in at 6 feet.
Yeah, so
You could glide.
You'd have to
Maverick.
get dropped from a plane and then glide down to them.
Yeah, well, I said the Maverick says you can glide. Atheist
gonna
Donna
go-
says wings. Maverick says bird wings.
Hey! I got it
bird
made. If I can be like a turkey and glide from the top of that rock into the roost of a tree, I'd take it. It'd be fun.
I'm going to go with spatula hands just to be different.
I would agree with you, Jeff. Special hands. If I could only go 6 feet, what's the point?
You can run a lot faster. Wild Eden, and you can glide. Go jump off Mount Everest. And glide. You
think
could
we need a-
soar if you jump off
think
something
we-
high.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to get to the top of Mount Everest because you need hands to climb.
Good point.
Go jump
All
off Trump
right,
Tower.
Can we discuss the efficacy of spatula hands?
Just let me do the chat
No.
first.
No, we can't.
Wild Egan said bird wings. It's a no-brainer. Tusk said you'd be like the chicken lady from Kids in the Hall. I have no idea what that is. Uhan says wings. God says bird wings. Mary makes all my food, so I don't need a spatula. Chad says wings. Obviously, lame callback. Go on. Efficacy of spatula hands.
Yes. If you are a like a professional chef,
Yeah.
you could become a celebrity professional chef because your hands are suitably well. Oh fuck! What's the word I want, Dave?
What you
Fix
want
this
is a
for me.
competition where no tools are allowed.
Fix this for me, Dave. What is the word for specialized? You have specialized accoutrements for making food. So you could become a celebrity chef and rival Gordon Ramsay. And if you're like a sweary spatula hands person, then you could get a Twitter account, which you obviously have to get somebody else to manage for you.
No, you could do it if you've got a big
then,
keyboard.
And then you shout at people about how they don't know how to flip pancakes and stuff, and you just come and do it because you have spatula hands.
You'd be in high demand around Shrove Tuesday.
You
All
can
right,
always,
actually-
and you can always scoop up the pancakes like that to eat as well. So you can't do bird wings.
Question actually, Are the spatula hands heat resistant, or are they just like flesh but shaped like spatulas?
They're heat resistant.
Okay, this is fine then.
This way, Brainbug says, there are much better wings. Can I have dragonfly wings? No.
Heat resistant or heat proof?
Proof.
Okay.
Maverick says you can fan yourself in hot weather and an unlimited supply of feathers with the word wings.
So if you pick the spatula hands and you get thrown into the sun, just the spatula hands will come out the other side.
You're an arsehole, yes. And they wouldn't come out the other side, they'd be buried. You'd never see them again.
When the star expands, they'll fly out.
Yes. Microraptor says, I'd want bird wings or microraptor wings. The birds seem better at flying. Ox says, wings would make it for a challenging wank, wouldn't it? So would spatula hands, to be quite honest.
You could just...
you could give it a good beat about with the spatula hands. I'm just saying.
What the hell are you into?
Sort of slap the bishop a bit.
Mark says you could scoop up your dog's poop when you're taking him or her walking.
No, that's not with a spatula. Use that for cooking.
You could fling it, you could fling it at somebody as well.
Either way, you're going to have to buy a bidet to keep your ass clean, okay?
Yeah, either way.
How are you going to activate the bidet with spatula hands?
Your elbow.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
It's not
They
like
make
you can't
remote
hit
controls
things.
for that.
You could teach handshakes.
Microraptor said spatula hands would make some kinks easier.
Yes.
She's not wrong.
And some more difficult. You wouldn't be very good at rope play.
No, I imagine not.
Yeah, but could you make those cheeks red in a hurry?
Right, Badger.
I need to pick one, don't I? I don't know. I think in general I'd pick the wings, but I kind of like slapping people. So I might I might like take up a career where I slap people regularly and have spatula hands that.
Okay, Badger wants to be a dominatrix. Okay, cool.
Would I get to choose the shape of the spatula?
What? No, not really. It's just vaguely D-shaped.
D-shaped?
Well, D on its side.
U-shaped?
Spade-shaped, trowel-shaped. I don't know what you would call a spatula. It's vaguely spatula-shaped.
Well, that's my point. There's like 8-10 inch by 1.5 inch.
It would take cosmetic surgery.
6x6. There's so many types.
It would
at
take
least have an attachment.
It would take cosmetic surgery for you to change the shape.
Cosmetic or plastic?
Cosmetic.
What are the spatulas made of?
You got that one.
I think Mad's just desperate to be fucking done with this now, I think.
Got that look like, please go away.
It's like, please fucking end this.
I think Amanda's going to kill us.
Jen, what's your answer?
We're going to be beaten to death with spatula hands.
But what with bird wings and spatula hands?
She's going to come around a bit.
Jen! What's this? I'm going to kick Patrick. Jenny, what's your answer?
Well, I said spatula hands with just one caveat that I don't have to deal with stool.
I think you might find that he follows you around because I believe it's one of his favourite kinks, and I think you'd be rather rare.
Well, as long as I'm prepared for it.
So if I sent Stool an audio file of just
Yeah, he would call you a pervert.
You're telling me his knee would explode?
He's telling me he would have a lot of fun with it, is what we're saying.
Atheist Donna says, Mama Atheist loves a spatula, so I've heard.
Well, I mean, from her, maybe.
Oh.
So Amanda's answer is she'd like Donna to have spatula hands.
Yeah. Go with that.
Amanda, what's your answer?
Wings. Dave, what's your answer?
Jeff.
Spatula hand.
If you don't answer this question, Dave, I'm going to send on around with spatula hands. Just be like,
oh, there's not a chance in hell I'm going to answer this question now.
Hold on, has everybody answered yet before you get Dave to answer?
Yes.
So Dave, answer the fucking question.
Bird wings. Are you happy? I answered almost every question.
somebody go back over it, see which one he missed.
Dave, if you took the wings, would you continue to eat buffalo hot wings?
Yes.
How?
Well, I suppose you'd have to cut them off first.
You're going to have to get somebody else to prepare them for you. Put them on a plate in front of you.
Shut the fuck up.
And then your face is just going to go down into the plate. You know, you'd have a much easier time eating those with spatula hands.
My point.
Right.
Dave, just answer. Fucking answer.
I answered. We're done. It's over.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Does anyone have anything to shill?
Actually, I'm probably going to do this tomorrow. About what's the time this started? 3:30 UK time.
Yeah.
I'm thinking another one of my looking at fucking idiots on Twitter streams, and I think Marjorie Taylor Greene's going to be the next subject.
Oh,
she's such a nice woman.
Yes, I think we might be having a look through her fucking stupid. No, I haven't got anyone necessarily from the, so we say, quote unquote atheist sort of community yet. Although David Silverman's working his way up to it, I think. Yeah, I think it'll be Marjorie Taylor Greene. Sorry, so I'm looking for a panel for anybody who wants to drop in.
I live in Georgia.
Join me on that.
I live in Georgia.
Is that relevant?
So I think it is kind of relevant for this, yes. So that's at 3:30 p.m. UK time. So what's that, about 10:30 EST?
I would be afraid of living in Georgia and saying things about her on the net, because I think she's the
Oh, please. She'll think you're a lizard person and basically invulnerable.
She's the kind of person who would take it out on you and have the power to do it.
I was going to say, thank you, Yuhan, for your super chat. $1.99, where's my dance? I had completely forgotten. I have made a note.
Speaking of dance, before we go off.
Wait. Fuck you, Jeff. Jenny, I directly to her face on Twitter, I added her, called her a transphobe. So she was going to come after me for something. And I said in that I lived in Georgia, just saying.
She could.
You're very brave.
She ain't going to do fuck all, honestly.
Horrible human being. So
yeah, she is.
So damn, where was I going before Manda rudely interrupted me?
Finish
you were laughing at people on Twitter live.
Yeah.
With other people to laugh at them with.
Yeah.
So tomorrow about 3:30.
Yeah. So there we go.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay.
Who's next?
Manda, if she remembers any part of this conversation, might be joining.
Right, tomorrow night.
I won't.
Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. EST and Saturday at 2 p.m. EST, Yuhan has got bragging for rights.
Just stop reminding Dave. Fucking what the fuck, Wuhan? Actually, it won't matter. He won't remember, and I won't remind him. So don't Fucking tag him on Twitter for it. Give me one fucking.
I find it unlikely I'm going to be there for the Saturday one.
Okay.
The problem I'm finding with that, I've done a couple that I'm seeing people answering the fucking question before I even heard it in the chat. So there must be
you need to when you're on the thing, you basically need to keep hitting ×2.
Yeah,
to make it catch up to where as late as it possibly can. I regret telling people that because I was doing a lot better before everyone knew that. Johan says, Mama Atheist, how is it his fault that you sucked?
Okay, first of all, I would like to address something here. You have your certificate behind you. I have a literal box full of actual stuff I won from the first time I went to his trivia stream and killed
that
it.
Sucks.
So
you got
my dick. Okay.
See, I'm usually good at like useless information stuff or whatever, but I think there's only one question. I knew a lot of answers, but everyone had put them in the fucking chat before I'd actually even heard the question, except for one. Apparently, nobody knew Rome.
Brian Blackburn has become unbeatable. But I did beat Dave last time, so go fuck yourself, Wuhan. But Brian Blackburn is in the future or something.
I wasn't well.
I don't know.
To be honest, if I'm going to do quiz streams, I'm going to actually have people on and like ask them questions.
Yeah, he's going to do that too.
Really are.
See, I've got my quiz one ready to go, but I keep forgetting to do this
you guys.
instead.
Wuhan wants to do like people coming on and doing trivia. So if you're interested in that, hit him up, please. Thank you. Anyway, what are we shilling Badger?
Who's next? Badger.
Hello.
What
shilling? Part of the show are we in?
The shilling section.
Shilling section. All right. Yes, I am like it's a Badger that talks about shit on the internet. So if you want to see me talk about shit, go to my YouTube channel and watch me do it months ago because I haven't uploaded anything for a while. However,
I could have sworn you turned up on some sofa recently.
Shush a minute. I haven't got to that bit of my spiel yet. So. You can find me on the social medias. I'm on MySpace. I'm also on Gab because the guy who made Gab has been saying all kinds of religious stuff on Twitter. So I've started putting all my atheist stuff on Gab. Additionally, I've recently done a collaboration with Mr. Sofa, which you will find a link to in the shit.
Hand that to hand. That's very good.
You should watch it. We laugh at somebody who's saying stupid stuff like giants are Bible and flood is yes.
Sandy.
You know I don't shill, Dave.
I just have to make sure that you don't want to shill anything.
No, unless you like boring crap, don't come visit me.
It's just polite to ask, though. So.
I rant at the camera and then I delete the footage because it's better for me.
When I see someone drive along an icy road, that can be quite fun.
Oh, I can send you all kinds of road crap, but I cuss in it.
Oh no, we never do that here.
Yeah, we never fucking do that here.
Right, Jenny.
Well, Purple's got his thing going later today at noon. I think I'll probably jump on that. And then tomorrow night, Thursday at midnight, there'll be another Purple thing. And I might jump on that. And then Friday, there's movie night at 10:30 Eastern. And I think this afternoon I'll just rub one out or something. I don't know.
Are you filming that?
People, or?
Dave, for fuck's sake.
She's shilling things. It seems reasonable to ask.
Jenny,
Yes.
is Purple thing tonight or later today or tomorrow?
Well, doesn't he do Wednesday at noon and Thursday at midnight?
I thought
That doesn't help us.
Yeah, I thought it was Thursday. Yeah. Okay.
Mandapants.
Shit,
a video coming out sometime. Ask Wuhan when. And on Friday at 5 Eastern, Aaron Lewis and I are doing a panel on normalizing and legalizing sex workers, and I will have some lovely guests like Atheist Donna and this fucking weird old dude from the UK that bounces around on his yoga ball. So far, that's all. If anyone's interested in doing it, contact me on Twitter or whatever. It'll be fun. A couple more spots.
Sounds interesting, but I probably am the last person that needs to be in that conversation. So
what was the topic again? I forgot.
Normalizing sex work.
Legalizing and normalizing sex work.
You never fucking listen to me. You never do.
Hey.
B.
I listened to you that one time when I got you to write a whole thing for me.
It's true. It's true. He asked me for help about climate science. I wrote him a long answer, and he was just like, "Can I just use that?"
Uhan wants on it.
No. I reworded an entire sentence.
That's right. Sorry. No, I was happy to do it. But the show is on normalizing and legalizing sex workers. Would you like to come on, Badger?
I would have some things to say about that. Yeah.
Are you against it?
No.
Yeah, Dave keeps trying to push me to bring someone against it.
We need someone against it as well.
I could argue against it. I could argue against it if you like, but I'm not against it.
I could do it. I could do that just to be a contrarian.
No, I don't want that.
No, we need someone that's got a really stupid argument against it, or one that's.
I can make a stupid argument about anything.
Believe me, I could find one.
There are lots.
Badger,
Jesus.
Shut the fuck up. You are more than welcome. Can we go now? Are we done?
Right. I'm going to say thank you to Amanda. Badger.
Just look at the thing on Gab because it's funny.
To Jeff.
Oh, and look at the sofa.
To Jeff.
Yes, I seem to be disappearing into the dark right now. I just noticed that.
To Jenny. You've disappeared. To Sandy.
Hi. Bye.
Bye. And thank you to everyone in the chat. You've been very fun.
If I do this, hold on. If I do this. Bye.
Oh, now we're completely in the dark. Well done. You match Frozen Tundra Girl now.
But I still managed to flip it from the bird and people can see it. But
we will see you. I don't know when we'll see you next. Soon, I hope. Goodbye.